Hello gamers. Is my audio working? It looks like it's working. It's me tonight. Just me. No Chris. She's got into a horrible working accident, by which I mean she has to work. And I didn't want us to not have a stream this weekend. Oh my god, I actually didn't use it as an excuse to cancel. I know, it's fucking nuts. So I said, you know what? It's been a while since I've done a just me solo Bromageddon. And we started Squid Game a while back here and never finished it. So I found where that next level is. Turns out it's this very easy, you can see there's just a bridge that just goes over. There's no challenge, there's no... It wasn't hard. I'm just an idiot. But you guys know that if you've been watching. If you've watched before, you know I'm not as smart as the average bear. Oh, am I even on game mode? Is this the way the screen is lighting this level up is telling me no? It's got way too many. Yeah, game mode is off. Let's see if it fucks the stream up. Let's see if we get our first technical hiccup. Oh, I'm back. Seems to be okay. Seems like we're still in sync. Okay. I think we're okay. So a little hiccup there to start, but you know what? What's a broken stream without a little hiccup here and there? Now the thing I'm noticing immediately is that I don't remember how to play Splatoon. And if I recall right, I just recharge by sucking up my own fluids. Oh, I see, there's almost get invisible walls. And then I gotta also get used to gyro aiming again. That's something I haven't had to do in a while. Any kind of aiming, really. Oh, there's an Octo baby. Okay. Alright, I need to be in a position where I can hold this controller and not bang my mic. And I don't mean in a sexual sense. I mean in a, I'm gonna smack it off the wall. Oh, hang on, gamers. I gotta check my phone real quick. Real quick. Alright. Chris is lamenting a little bit to me. She's asked for a bit of technical support with the work phones, and I've had to give her the old, I don't fucking know. Seems like somebody's causing some fuckery. Alright, well this is a pretty cheap way of handling this issue. But you know what? A cheap way is still a way. Now, I remember the trick with this game is if you want to 100% it, there's actual, like, secrets you gotta look for. So I'm gonna do a little bit of looking. A bit of searching, if you will. That's a bomb. That's a fucking bomb. Okay. I see. Yeah, this is gonna be a slow... you know what I hate about gyro aiming? I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it at all. And the way my brain works is it goes, oh, that's the aiming control. You have to do this. Instead of, this is the aiming, like with this is only the left and right? I bitched about this last time, didn't I? There's no up-down aiming with the stick. That's fucked. It's only gyro aiming up and down. But I can left-right with the... Is that a setting, or is that just how it is? I wouldn't doubt that I had this exact same conundrum last time. Okay, well, it is what it is for now. I don't want to fuck around too much more. I don't want to keep fucking about. But I basically have to get used to the idea that I have two forms of aiming. The wider aim and the more specific aim. So I guess the idea here is just finding secret paths. Because it's going to be pretty obvious how they're going to hide them for this level. They're just going to be like invisible ledges. Still getting used to this fucking stick, not stick thing. Like, there's so much level out there and I never know from this far away what is actual level and what's going to be bonuses. Gonna be secrets. Hopefully my audio's not too loud. I'm gonna like crank that down a few. weird doing this all on my own. Not used to it. Oh, what do we got here? Some balls. Alrighty then. Alright, and so there is shit down there. And there's ledges over there. Okay. Okay. So I don't want to go up there yet. I want to aim down. The Octarian see-through technologies are pretty neat. They are pretty neat. It is what they call an entertaining gimmick. I guess I just go up. So this level wasn't too hard to find. Is it just one per level? I think it's just one, right? Or was it two? Or does it vary? Like, do I just want to clear the stage now, or am I good to go? Are the walls invisible for them? Like, found the hidden path. It's not really a hidden path if I need to take it. Yeah, man. I am still not used to this gyro aiming, man. You know what else goes splat, right? Yeah, I sure do. Fat shit after a night of burritos, Lego. And I'm making slow cooker salsa chicken, and I'm gonna kind of wrap it up like a burrito. So I'm sure I'll be going splat in the morning myself. Path is completely invisible. Watch your steps, Skipper. Buddy, my step is my favorite channel. I'm always watching my step. Yeah, there's like so much level here. And I keep feeling like, ooh, is there a place I can go? Is there a place for adventure? Oh, he went through that one. Cool. Eggs when you drop them. Yeah, and I'd be dropping some eggs of my own in the morning after I have my burritos, if you know what I mean. Some brown eggs. And I ain't talking farm fresh. So this wall is just very thin, eh? Yeah, it's like a little stick. I see. It's a dangerous path. I see. Was I supposed to be able to get over? That's where I came from. Right. These levels are also like big and open in design, like how they're all like just freeform ledges that I can't always tell like where I came from and what's an area I need to figure out how to get to, you know. But I think we got all the items here anyway, so I might just be wasting my time trying to find more stuff. Let's get out of here. There we go, and look at that, all the lives back. And I can throw bombs too, right? Or do I have to find bombs? I think I need to find bombs in this mode, right? They're not like part of my moveset, they're like a bonus, right? Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't know, I've always had kind of a fondness for Splatoon single player, I don't know why. Like, I know this game is designed as multiplayer first and foremost, and I'm sure I said that last time too. But I feel like, you know, it's just me. It really is a me thing. And it all comes down to the whole, I'm just not big on competition these days, especially not in the modern sphere. I feel like nowadays, everything is so much more, even more competitive than it was before, because I think when you get to real competitive gaming, it kind of comes into that same mindset of your hobby is your job. So it's like, you're no longer considered, like, good at games unless you're, like, really good at games. And I'm never going to be that fucking good. I got a day job, though. I'm happy with that. Gaming is my hobby. I don't really believe in the whole idea of, like, hobby and work being tied into one. Like, it's great to have a job you enjoy, but I think it's good to have things you enjoy that aren't related to monetary gain. That you're purely doing for your own enjoyment and nothing else. And I feel like that's less and less the shared sentiment as time goes on. They should make Mario Odyssey support single boys, but make it feel like an online game by having a lot of NPCs fucking around. Oh, you mean like a fake MMO? There's some games like that. Like Dot Hack's whole premises was a fake MMO. Twice a year, the Inkopolis Collection Fashion Show captures the hearts, minds, and wallets of the city's youth. Is there no room in these creatures' minds for anything but battle and fashion? I do like how they use those weird little jellyfish boys. Because I don't think you ever see those fuckers in clothes, do you? Like, they never look like this. They don't have full bodies. They're just like little heads with lanky little arms, right? They're not like full anthropods. They're not tall like in these photos. They don't have like hats or hair or whatever the fuck's going on in that first picture. You got a fleshlight. Sweet! Oh man, I can't wait to squid in this! So I guess I'm at, am I at, oh, save 5 more stuff. Did we finish with a boss last time? Are we in like a new world? Oops. Fuck that one, Royal. It's alright. We can get up. Yeah, this is the boss. What's on my map? Where do I go next? Oh, right. I have to find levels, right? Like, they don't just... Yeah, like, there's one over there. Okay. I'm remembering now, guys. I'm remembering how this works. Don't worry, gamers. I remember. So I must have made it over here. Ah, who cares? We're here now, and that's what matters most. Not the journey along the way, but the octolings which I will bury in my ink. Have them drown in it. Is it a checkpoint? Yeah. Can I throw bombs? I don't think so. Unless I pick them up, right? They can do anything you can do, but I do it better. Oh my god, I'm so sick of this fucking Overwatch 2 ad on YouTube. I refuse to fucking pay for YouTube. And, not only that, but I watch YouTube on my fucking TV because I guess I watch more YouTube than I do proper TV. And, there we go, special. I got something special for you, buddy. Oh, how's this work? Oh, I see. Am I alive? What is happening to me? I didn't quite understand how that special worked until too late. No, I want the fucking thing. Fuck off, I'm getting that. Oh. A little too much ink in the way. I should have cleared that before I went forward. Now I forget, is there a set amount of them? Or... Holy shit, they just fucking splurt out the whole area there, huh? Did I miss anything on my way over? Like, is there some more power-ups maybe I can borrow, or... Oh, fuck me. Like, I forget, do they endlessly respawn, or is there a limit to them? It's like an alternate pathway. Ugh. I'm down to my last life, so I don't want to be too careless. What's the goal here? Just to get to the end or to kill them all? I really don't remember. Ooh. Shoes in a foreign language. don't see any items I've missed. Like a whole little area in there. I came from there. Okay. It's like I can go up this way, or I can go the way I came and get a power-up. So I guess the way I was going is probably the smarter route. I'm not seeing any secrets, so that's it. I get her? She's behind that fucking wall, ain't she? Oh, I gotta get that armor. Damn, I'm just not good at this. I really gotta get the hang of this. Like, I don't know, if I could, like, adjust the gyro, maybe? I think if I could aim up with the stick, that would help me a lot better, just because I'm so used to using a stick. I really gotta do more of, like, my full aiming with the gyro. And I'm just so not used to that. Wow, the minus button is way out of range. Is there, like, anything up here worth grabbing? Yeah, I gotta be, like, smart about it, because the problem is I'm not good at aiming vertically well enough when I'm so used to using the stick. Is it just because I need to do, like, a jerky motion with my wrist? Like, I just feel like the travel distance is too much. I don't know, but then the question is, like, the whole idea is you don't want it to be much because it's supposed to be for making, like, your finer adjustments, but when I can't do wider adjustments up and down, like, it's very much a me problem. Hey, Jason, welcome to the stream. It's just me tonight. My co-host is working. I'm not good at this game. I gotta get in a position where I can move my arms better. Yeah, something like that. This checkpoint's right here. There's one off the side, there's one here. Fuck, is it just in a wall? Yeah. I just really gotta recondition myself to not stick as much. I gotta gyro aim. That's not gonna work for you. I'm not gonna get in a good enough position, and I know I won't be able to aim well enough from that angle. I need to, like, get a better... I get over this checkpoint again. I wish I knew what the goal was. Am I killing them all, or am I... Man, it's been too long. Picking this back up is just not as simple. Is that going over the wall, or is she still protected just behind it? Like, does it have weight to it? Does it kind of float as it goes down? I guess I can go up here. Strawberry and custard. Raspberry, rather. Oh, I thought this was just mustard. Strawberry and mustard. My favorite dessert. Tangy yet sweet. Where the hell are they now? Oh, now that I have the fucking high ground, they're not going to spawn? Is that it? I can piss all over the place and my heart's content? Oh, no, now he's spawned. But he's not reaching me very well. Okay. At least I have the advantage of terrain now. Yeah, I don't think so. This looks like a little hit. There's one over here, right? Yeah. Oh, it dropped it right on top of itself. Get the secret. If I were the secret, I'd go somewhere like up there. That's an indiscriminate spot. Can't wait for the weather to not be like 14 and flooded all the time. Wow, your weather's 14? Man, we've been in like mid 20s to 30s for a while now. Like, I've not had any relief this summer. Is there another one, like, over this way that is? We have plenty of armor now, at least. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any over here. I really would love to get more used to gyro aiming, because I know that's, like, the control of the future, but I'm so bad. Like, on paper, it makes perfect sense to me, but then when I actually get my hands on, like, a controller, my brain just kind of forgets what to do. And shooters aren't my fucking forte, so that doesn't help. Oh, ooh, aiming up here. Oh, it is just to get to the end, so it must respawn. Is that my secret? That's my secret. Way up there. I can't just go up there, huh? I need to go around, I see. Money for the upgrades. Just give me a thank you, thank you. I think that thing's the end of the level, so I want to go over and grab the scroll. And then I just gotta hit this thing, right? There we go. Yeah, it wasn't so bad. The blueberry bush is turning red because it thinks it's autumn now. Yeah, that's fucked. I don't know who's responsible. We need to riot. We need to riot and protest for everything here, so why not? Yeah, I feel like that's the point we're at. Like, fuck, people just don't care and they want our lives to get so much worse. And I don't want to get really on the topic of it, but it's been bugging me a lot more lately, mainly for the people who are less fortunate than I am, because I feel like I'm in a tight spot, but I'm doing like pretty well with my day job. But there's other people who are working like 4 or 5 jobs just to make ends meet. Nah, I just don't think that's right. Lady Luck shone down on the Inklings, and historians today agree that the Inklings' victory... Oh, this isn't... The comma is important. The comma is important, chat. Lady Luck shone down on the Inklings, and historians today agree that the Inklings' victory over the Octarians was mostly due to their superior number of limbs. Ah, you hear that? They had more arms. I like this old-timey photo of them there where they look more like people. That's kind of cool. I do like these research notes. I think they're a very cool collectible. It's really only London that does that shit. I feel sorry for overseas people looking for a good time in England. Hey, you want a good time in England? Tap on the... Whoa, wait, what? I'm sorry, like... Is there secrets? Tap on what? Wait, this has a stylus. I'm like a Neanderthal using my fucking fingers. Wait, is there like... Can I interact with some of these? Is that what they're saying? Nothing is doing anything. I'm not seeing any cool things by tapping on them. This is a good photo though. This is a very nice photo. Like I'm not finding... Did I misunderstand this? Was I fooled? Did I misread the quick blurb that came up on the screen? Like, tapping does not seem to do... Like, I can scroll them. Like, I can use the touch screen to navigate. But it's not... Am I stupid? Shrek fingies. Oh, aye, my Shrek fingies. My big fucking sausage hands. My sausages, donkey. My fucking sausages. You mean your penis? No, donkey, not me penis. My fingers. My fat fucking fingers. Flutter Junkyard. I do really enjoy this, but I think if it was totally the stick and not gyro, I would do it better. It would be better for me. Again, I understand that objectively it's probably better this way, but it would be better for me. And just the inconsistency of up and down can only be gyro, but left and right can also be stick. Like, I hate that. Like, I want it... Give me all of it. All of it or nothing, honestly. If I couldn't do anything with the stick, then I wouldn't fuck it up so much, I think. That key? Some kind of fucking key? Oh, I see what's happening here. Okay. The fucking street cleaners are here. I guess that's the challenge here. There you go. Check the locations of enemies and keys. I don't need to check nothing. I got my intuition. I got my sixth spidey sense on my side. Oh wait, are there people on top of them? Wait, what? What am I doing here? Do I gotta go down? Do I gotta go over? Do I gotta go like... How do I activate this shit? Don't I shoot it? Don't I make shoot, then it makes bridge? Or do I need to shoot like these things up on top? These buttons. Okay, it's not letting me shoot those buttons. My boyfriend is great with kids. No, I'm not. Yeah, that goes way the fuck over there. There's some shit down here, though. And was I just supposed to shoot that and, like, hit it from afar? And then what about, like, what's on top of these? Like, can I shoot those? What's that? Those are, like, the same things from the other level. There's something up there. I gotta go up there. I gotta get up there. Yeah. Now how do I do this? How do I make this do? There is a way, gamers. There is a way to get on top of these moving objects. The question is why? And how? Mostly how. We don't really care about the why. The why is because we're gamers. And if there's a will, we have to fucking do it. Because our brain tells us, there's a secret up there. There's a bonus up there. You gotta get the items. You gotta grab the coins. See, look, there's something shiny up there. I can see the light particles. And I know that this goes poof up. When this fucking explodes with its jizz, I can get this item. But how do I get onto this? These ledges are high enough, but how do I reach them? And my guess is going to be some shit all the way over there or all the way over here is ultimately going to send me back here. I meant squids. Kids now, squids now. No. No kids now. No squids now. They don't, they shouldn't let me near squids. You don't want to know what happened to the last squid that I was in charge of. I ate it, donkey! I ate it! It's in my belly! It's in me belly! Oh, I squeezed his little arms! Had them between two slices of toast! Yeah, you should be working. They don't pay you to watch Splatoon. What do you think you are? Some kind of influencer? They haven't really made me do any serious combat in a while. I like how the little enemies, I have enough time to react to them after being shot where I still win. Whereas the Octolings show up and they're like, nah, fuck you, you gotta actually play the game now. Oh, this takes me down. Down, down, down to the bottom of the sea. Oh, you get breaks. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot that they treat you like a human. It's a vault. You'll need a key to open it, bucko. Oi, sponge boy, me fucko. You need a key, me lad. The key to me formula, lad. There's more, isn't there? There's gotta be one more. If I was the developer, I'd put one more enemy in this area. Of course, I'm not the developer, so, you know, who's to say? And I realized I already found the scroll, so I don't have to look for secrets in this level. Hope you're doing good, Lego. Hi-ho, back to I go, yes. The you go think about the of your ways. Ooh. That's nice graphics. I like that. That looks good. Does its job. Well, that's not the kind that does the fun kill everyone explosion, huh? Come on, get over the edge scroll. There we go. Fuel up on all that delicious Mountain Dew. Actually, this level reminds me of the ketchups from the early aughts. They did it was a deeper color, but I remember Heinz had the green ketchup for Shrek, and then afterwards they put out the purple ketchup because they can. Because they're monsters. It just tasted like ketchup. It was just fucking food coloring, but I don't know, it was kind of cool. One of the Octarians probably has the... Oh, whoa! Oh, okay. I thought they had snipers. That just shows me that the assholes are after me. Is he telling me to find it on the touchscreen? I don't want to find it on the touchscreen. I want to just walk around, check out this area. I'll find it. They will present themselves. They'll want to kill me. They're not going to let me leave alive. You kidding? Like, do I actually have a way of throwing bombs, or is... Oh. No. They wouldn't fucking do that, would they? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Is this a... Oh, fuck. They can actually... This is some pack maze bullshit. Some packing maze. Maybe I do need to look down at the screen, but I'm trying not to die at the moment. Alright, what's going on? So those three are the clean... Oh, fuck! Okay. Yeah, look down at the screen. Don't worry, you don't need to see the fucking TV. Okay. And it's not like it tells me... Oh, I see. So gamers, if you look at the bottom screen, you can see there's like a little tiny... hang on. So there's like a little tiny light and then a bunch of big lights. I gotta go after the tiny light. That's the trick. That's the fucking trick. So let me just turn that off now. So this fucker's getting in my way. Okay, we got this. Oh, fuck me. Where'd he go? Okay. Don't worry, I got this. Just gotta look up and down. So, fucking Wii U owners must have had fucking necks of steel. I wouldn't know because I didn't play enough Wii U games that required all this head movement. Fuck, they're on the other side of the map now. Like, I remember thinking, oh, DS emulation makes so much sense. Oh, it's an Octarian, not an Octo Wing, I see. It makes so much sense because you get the both screens. But the reality is the DS screen is really like one big screen, whereas the Wii U gamepad is not. Oh, fuck, they're all around me. Oh, fuck. Getting fucking jump scared by the shower nozzle here. God, a fucking Melee player's worst nightmare. Alright, so this is going to take us back to the start. Then we're going to bounce off the thing and... Oh, what? Okay, wait. So are these just secrets? Yeah, they're just secrets, just bonus money, okay. Whatever, I thought of it, I'm fucking getting it. See, the trick is you gotta make sure that you can make the jump. Because if you can't make the jump, then you gotta do the whole level over. And that's no fun. Look at him wriggling. Look at him squirming, his little fins. Jeez. The first battles of the Great War ended in victory for the Octarian forces. The diligent Octarians easily dominated the Inklings, who were unable to wake up early enough in the morning to defend themselves. Is that making fun of kids, like teenagers, how they like to sleep in? I still don't wake up early enough, and I'm in my 30s. Yeah, so that's 3 levels down. How many more? Three more to go. So there's plenty of areas here that we didn't properly search. Some shit going on over there. What's that? Oh, it's a ledge. A ledge to go up. Some fucking cloudy, misty bullshit here. There's one down there. You know what I kind of like about the Wii U is the era in which it came out. We had modern technology, but people weren't, like, living on it just yet, you know what I mean? Like, social media wasn't one-to-one with your real life just yet. Like, we were getting there, but we weren't quite there. And there was just, like, a healthier balance. Undeniable flying object. Ooh, a bluefin sighting. You know, they had an alien announcer not too long ago. And apparently there is UFOs. No other, you guys don't need to know anything more. Just, you know, they're out there. Looks like an Octo Striker, Agent 3. Does it now? Hide in the ink so you can't be. Oh fuck! Oh shit! It moves. Okay. Ah. Alright, it's a stealth level. Got it. Cool. Alright. Very quickly illustrated that concept. Thank you. I do love, like, the shapes that it makes. That's really cool. I like the swirl. The ink circle. Alright. Yeah, like, I feel like the story mode has, like, a lot of fun little concepts. You know what I mean? Ooh. We're just using the bomb. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay, so I see, he's not the same one. Got it. I like this level. I like this level a lot. I like the idea. This level's fun. It's a nice little lookout. Oh, ooh. Okay. Ooh. 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 Gotta be careful because that's all shit. Whoa, 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 whoa! Haha! Just right where I want to go, there, buddy. It's the direction I want to go, not the direction I want you to make the shoot. No, thank you. All right, I feel like I'm gonna miss. Like, I feel like I gotta check both sides here for item boxes. So can he not see me as long as I know when I'm squidding here he can't see me. But I wonder if, oh. When I'm squidding, I'm hidden. So I wonder if he can see me behind the walls. Or if that's also fair game. Oh, there's more boxes over on that side. But on this side, there's not. And I almost feel like I want them boxes because they either have money in them, power-ups, and either way it's a good thing for me. Okay, so there's gonna be enemies right when I come down. So my trick's gonna be to go. Am I okay up here? Yeah. Kind of nuts that the big thing of ink blocks my ink. Oh! Okay. Did I kill them all? What's over there? Two more? That might be where I need to go. But let's keep moving forward for now. Lots of power-ups. Lots of money. I think it's gonna be in like that catwalk. That seems like a good place to hide a thing. So... Because there's a box up there, wasn't there? Or was I seeing through it? I might have been seeing through it. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it was. So I don't see any box in there now. Do I? I'm not crazy, right? Yeah, I must have been seeing, like, behind it. Alright. There's the... Okay, so there's the scroll, so it doesn't matter at this point anyway. But at the end. Gotta fucking do a little bit of walking here. Is he the guy doing all the shooting on me, or... No, there's a bigger one. Was that a shield, like invulnerability? That's like not... Oh, it's still going pretty high. Ooh. Good thing I have that armor. And now it's just like a boss battle. Final checkpoint, yeah. Yeah, it's like a shield, isn't it? Did I win? Huh, I almost thought I was fucking splat, but alright, I guess I did it right. So Lego says, it always surprises me going from a PS2 to PS3 game of the same series. Like, whoa, look at all these things. The doors have handles. There's dozens of assets. Now people's lips move. Yeah, I feel like back in the day, especially for me, because I fucking went from GameCube to Wii where there was no difference. And then when I first went on to PS3, I didn't have an HD TV. I only had a standard def. And I remember being like, well, this isn't all that much better. It's almost the same. There's just more stuff. And then you get HD and it's like, oh, okay, I see now. Yeah, there's a bit more definition in there. All right, that's the trick. But yeah, there's really, like, especially if you're going from PS2 to PS3, where the PS2 had a hard time, like, handling a lot of shit going on, and steady frame rates and shit to, like, well, I guess it depends on the fucking PS3 game you're playing, because PS3 is a mixed bag. But still, there was a lot more detail at that point. We kind of went from having what mattered to, okay, now we can include all these extras. This is the only existing photograph of the legendary Squidbeak Splatoon. Splatoon, there it is. They said the name of the game, guys. The young man folding his arms appears to be the leader. When this picture was taken, the Great Turf War had been raging on for over a year. Damn, look at that. Look at those were the days, you know. I had an HD ready TV. Never used HDMI cables until the Wii U came out and get a proper TV. I know, like, that could be, like, component. I don't know. I was with a very poor family, you see. My first HD TV I bought for myself with my own money I've saved up from working. I remember I got a really nice deal on a 1080 Samsung. I would have got it shortly after I got my PS3. And I got my PS3 kind of late into its lifespan. How do I use bombs? I must just not be pressing the button, right? Because what button is bombs? I don't remember. I can get more ink. I'm not really running out of ink, though. I think increasing the rate of fire of the hero shot really makes the most sense. I should probably just save up for that. Like, can I... Oh, it's just a fucking R1. I feel like that would have helped a lot up to this point. TVs go from like $2,000 to 300 in like 3 years. Yeah, I remember the one I got, my first one was like about 800. So it was like, and it was on sale. So it was like a good model for its time and a good deal for its time. And I wanted something, when I buy a TV, I like to buy it new because I don't replace my TVs often. I had that TV probably from like 2012 right up to like 2021 or 2022. I had that for like almost a decade, or exactly a decade. Like, I had that TV for a long time. This TV now, I plan to use just as long. Like, it's a 4K TV. It looks great. Like, until 8K becomes the standard, and even then it'll be like at least a year or two in. Like, I don't want to buy another fucking TV. And nowadays, Jesus, like, everything's so expensive. Like, I can't justify. Like, I'm glad I bought my PS5 and bought my TV when I did, because I feel like I could not justify them today in the way the fucking economy is now. Or it would be a lot harder for me to justify it anyway. That was nice. That felt good. That's the thing, Splatoon's engine, there's certain things that just feel good. Man, I wish I could just aim with a stick, though. I guess that's going to ultimately be where we end up over there on that ring. The ring around the rosy. A pocket full of pussies. Press X when speeding along an ink rail to jump real high. I did that right then, right? This is the kind of level where I feel like they could hide stuff where I'm not thinking. But there's so many, like, this level I could just blast through, you know? Like, it's designed in a very kinetic way where I could just go kill, rail grind, kill, rail grind, kill, rail grind. And that would be super satisfying, but I might not get all the secrets. See, instead I gotta ink around like a glob of mustard here and see what I can find. Oh, nice one, fucko! I've only had 3 TVs. I went from component to the currently curved one, which is almost a decade old now, scarily. Yeah, curved TVs. I know curved monitors are now becoming a bit more available, but that was sort of a weird thing they tried to really push for a while, and then I didn't hear anything about it for a long time. And it's to the point where it's like, I don't even know, like, is that better? Is it not? I kind of like the good old flat myself. And then, of course, you have, like, ultra-wide, which, like, fuck, you gotta have content that supports it. That's really the trick. That's, like, the whole idea with, like, fucking 8K. It's like, what's the point if you don't have content that will support it? Yeah, I'm just gonna fuck them. Just gonna fuck them. Watch this, guys. Boom! Right up the urethra, as they say in my country. Now, is there any other secrets here that I can find? I don't think so. Just less glare, oh yeah, that would make sense, yeah, because it's curved, it helps prevent the glare. Yeah, I didn't think about it from that perspective, to be honest. Oh, that's cool, I like this. Like a bungee jump here, like a bouncy fucking rope. What are these bombs? Bomb dogs? Bomb diggity? Any secrets? No secrets yet? Come on! There we go. Yeah, like, I feel like they're gonna just put it like, oh, is that... Yeah, see, there it is. Look at this shit. Look at this sneaky secret right here. So, okay. You don't go on this, you go on this one, and instead of just jumping up, oh, you can go behind. Ooh, sneaky shit. Love that, actually. I really do. I can watch it at a weird angle, but my room's changed now, so I'm up from playing as opposed to breaking my neck. Man, I would love to have a ceiling TV sometimes. There are times where I'm laying back and I want to take it easy, and I just wish I had a ceiling monitor. It's like, ooh, like I'm working on my modding, my Smash modding, which, by the way, is still coming along. We will have a big Smash mod crazy stream. I am at Lucina now, alphabetically, of the Smash roster. So that's kind of good, right? Like, I think I'm almost at the halfway point. It's just a very time-consuming project, and I'm just friggin' like taking Like, a common misconception with Smash Infinite is that I make everything in the pack. I don't make everything in the pack. I fine-tune it so that everything can work together. And that can be from the extent of I just assemble it, like I just name it the right file, pop it in, and I test it and it works. Or to the point where it's like, oh shit, that crashes the game, I need to edit that file. And because I'm not as heavily involved in moveset modding and making everything fit together isn't really a thing yet. And I think moveset modding is going to be very different in, like, modern Smash because it uses more, like... I don't think it edits movesets in the way that we were doing it for Brawl. Like, I think it's very much just, like, hijacking code and overwriting it with, like, your own code. And I don't know if I really know enough to be able to play around like I used to. Like, I don't even know how to fucking open moveset files as it stands. But it still takes a long fucking time to set everything up. My god, Lucina's, like, going over 60 skins now. And part of me is like, no one's going to use all those. But then part of me is like, yeah, but I know everyone's going to have fun flipping through them. What is this? Am I allowed to show it? With the creatures of the surface driven to extinction by rising sea levels, ooh, lore, the ancestors of the Inklings were free to haul their 10-legged bodies up onto the abandoned land. This is how the mollusk era began. I thought that said IO-legged, and I was very confused. Can I make something touch here and do something? Animorphs! Yeah, it really is. The fucking book. Hide research notes. Oh. Now can I touch something? Did I have to hide the notes and now there are things that can be touched? Like he did say that, right? He said you can touch things. Like I'm touching everything here. I couldn't get my fingers any more touched if I tried. Which one did he, like, say that to me on? He's like, if you see anything interesting, try touching it. Fuck me. I'm just gonna assume I hallucinated it. Getting hair enough. One more Zapdish, so we gotta find one more level. And then we can do the boss. These octopuses that walk along the seafloor, they look like they pick up their legs like a dress and run around. That's very cute. They say octopuses are actually very intelligent animals. Like, more intelligent than we originally took them for. Which I find kind of neat, but also kind of depressing, because I love takoyaki. And it's like, well, now I feel guilty. Because this is a very intelligent animal, and it's like, if aliens came down and we tasted good to them, and I won't want them eating me. So I'm a very intelligent animal. But then again, just because I show mercy to the octopi does not mean the aliens would show mercy to me. I mean, I'd probably eat me. I'd probably be delicious. Probably taste like fat and coagulates. A little bit of rosemary, some wine, maybe a bit of cream corn, chewing gum, roast beef. You know the usual foods that people taste like. Fuck, chat, where's the next level? Is it up here, maybe? Yeah. Bingo. Shitting platforms, midnight rendezvous. They're good at finding food in mazes. Oh, yeah, Pac-Man. So octopi are Pac-Man. Pac-Men, if you will. Hell, Pac-People. There's Miss Pac-Man, too. She's very important and not allowed to be used. Because she's in copyright hell. Man, I remember people were like, oh my god, what did they do to Miss Pac-Man? They made her woke, they changed her, and it's like, okay, first of all, she doesn't fucking look woke. Second of all, yeah, they changed her because they legally can't use the name Miss Pac-Man or character. They don't own it. It's not a fucking political statement, it's a legality issue. If they could use Miss Pac-Man, they would. She's an iconic symbol. But yeah, that's why they like purposely neglect to name that. I think, I forget, does she have a name, this new Pac-Woman, or... Because she's not called Ms. Pac-Man, I don't think. But it's like, I'm pretty sure they can't call her that. Or it's like a very much legal gray area. But it's kind of nuts. Because it's like, just the rules of video game copyright and everything were so sketch during the time of her creation that this was able to happen the way it did. The fact that they just like, oh, what do we have over here? The fact that they just like let a completely different developer and a different, like, it was before everything was like all globalized too, right? They never really anticipated how far this would all go. It's like they want to make their own one, they want to make another machine, extra money. Oh, sure, why the fuck not? I mean, Japan was pretty, how do I put it? Dicey with their copyright usage in the 90s. The classic Shinobi, Revenge of Shinobi comes to mind. That is a game I would love to stream, but I want to do it while Chris is here, and hopefully she pays attention to all the references. Because that game is full of so many legally gray references, and it's just very fun. Especially to play through it the first time. Because I remember when we first got the game, we got it from a pawn shop, and I didn't know the story behind it. We just thought, oh, cheap Genesis game, we'll grab that. And immediately it's like, what the fuck? Wait, these characters look familiar. This looks like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. This looks like fucking the Hulk. What is happening here? This boss is literally fucking Spider-Man, who did end up being kept in later revisions because they licensed him. But, yeah, like, Shinobi, all of Shinobi's, like, enemies, well, not all of them, but a lot of them do reference, like, popular fiction and popular movies and characters of the time, with absolutely no legal grounds of doing so. Bees are fucking intelligent. They do a dance in a certain way to show everyone where flowers are from the direction of the sun by dancing angle patterns. And they remember where the home is from the landmarks. Oh. So what you're telling me... So what you're telling me is that the bees are pretty good guys. Man, if only someone would make a movie about those guys, huh? Yeah, you guys ever want to see a movie about bees? I got a great idea for a movie about bees. Now they got the honey. But it's not just the honey. The bees want more. The bees want pussy. That's right. I want horny bees. And they want to fuck humans. Do I need to? Oh, I do. Yeah, it's one of those games where if you pick something up and you die, you gotta pick it up again. I think the Grumps played it. What, B-movie? Of course the Grumps played B-movie. You gotta play B-movie. It's a movie about bees. On DVD, or as I like to call it, BVD, B-video disc. Come on guys. Subscribe to my new physical media, BVD. You guys are gonna love it, BVD. There we go. Every coin counts. Did I miss something back there? Wait, it launched. Who cares? I have the scroll. This is a job for a bomb. Okay, well, it would have been a job for a bomb if it went far enough. Okay, well, fuck me, you know? Maybe it's not. Boom. Boom. I was on a people not knowing who celebrities were compilation. Oh, dude, I don't know any celebrities. I'm fucking awful when it comes to celebs, honestly. Because I didn't watch a lot of movies as a kid because my parents didn't really like me watching movies that weren't appropriate for my age group. So I didn't really get to watch that many adult movies until a lot later. And that's like all the main movies are, right? Dude, all like the main action movies and shit that should have been part of my childhood. Like, that were no way appropriate for my childhood, but no one gave a fuck. Dude, so many franchises, and I still find that nuts that they make like kids shows for very clearly mature franchises. I never really understood the idea. It's like, well, we know kids are watching it anyway. Let's make the money. Fuck them, little Billy can see some blood. Come on, Billy, you like titties, right? Oh, you love titties, Billy. Trust me. Look, take a big look at these honkers. Shinobi. Did you see Barry doing an interview and Kesha came in and wanted to hug him, but he didn't know who she was? Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, he's kind of a boomer with a B. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see what you're talking about now. Oh, I missed that whole fucking sentence. Heralded by loud explosions, the great Octo weapons quickly stormed Inkling's central stronghold. We're getting like all the pickups now. We're only missing a few of the old ones. Victory for the Octarians seemed all but certain, but due to a plug being carelessly pulled from its socket, their hopes were dashed. What we got here? We got a little piece of testicle in a baggie with a question mark on it and an unknown octopi. Can I make it visible? Can I tap on the thing? Can I open the baggie? Can I see? Like, he may sound like I could do something, but I think he just wanted to tell me you can control it with a thing. Heralded by his young ward. Is that it? Herald? I thought it was aided by his young ward. Aided by his young ward. Old people are the greatest. They're wise and full of wisdom. And then this stock fucking footage of this old sea captain shows up and he just gives like this great smile and I think a thumbs up. And I think they do a sparkly on his teeth, or they make like the effect. Man, this classic SpongeBob's great, and I kind of want to go back and just binge it. I have the week off, so I might binge a bit. But I want to binge it while Kristen's around, because Kristen hasn't watched a lot of classic SpongeBob. It wasn't part of her childhood. You know, I should stream I have the Battle for Bikini Bottom remake. I don't think I own the original. I played it as a kid, but I don't think I ever owned it. It was one of those, like, we didn't have a lot of money growing up. Like, we were fucking poor. And recently, Scott Zawaz there on YouTube, he did a video, a really long, but it's nostalgic and interesting for me because he is a bit of an age gap from me. He's more Nick Cheese's age. So his experience, like, getting into gaming was a lot different. And my gaming experience was kind of like older than most people my age. Like, I was still into the SNES because I adopted it from my dad. And so Nick Cheese also started with the SNES because he adopted it from me. What is going on? I feel like I gotta move. And then do I get him? Yeah, I think I'm getting in there, and Nope, nope, nope. What is the goal here? Oh, I just gotta get him stuck, I see. I gotta lure him into a puddle. This is a fun fight. The new one was disappointed. I think it's already been forgotten about. I thought I heard it was a good game, but it was very buggy. Like, I heard the console ports were very broken. In particular, I heard the PS4 version, like, was barely playable, which is kind of nuts. Yeah, I like this boss. This boss is pretty cool. I guess I could do like a grenade. Yo, was that the evolution of Pineco? Fortress? Looks kind of like him, right? Like a cyberpunk one? Like, I understand why Splatoon is such a successful... Ooh, I see. Are those areas I can't ink? I understand why it's such a successful property. It's got a lot of great character to it. So I think the idea here is like, yeah, I want to like a nice wide area of ink, and then yeah, so then I want his attention, and he's gonna come after me, and my goal is that he's gonna like get blobbed enough Oh, you didn't quite sync up enough. Okay. Alright. I gotta, like, ink this better. Oh, shit. So does he just have... I think it's, like, overall. I think he just has to, like, travel through enough ink. It doesn't have to be, like, one particular spot. He just has to... Yeah, he has to get, like, stopped by enough ink. I get it. So his overall path has to, like, cross through enough that he gets squished in. Yeah, I get how this shit works. It's kind of tricky. This last form of him needs a little more. This might do it. That's gonna get a little more. Yeah. Is that it? 3 hits and we're done, or has he got a 4th? Nah, he's fucking dead. Gotta go boom. Gotta eat some fucking shellfish tonight. On Heinz green ketchup. I think it's the fact that you can only play as SpongeBob is a big deal to me. I think so too, yeah. Like, if you're used to playing as more than just SpongeBob, and then it's like, it feels like a downgrade, right? And I know Battle for Bikini Bottom had 3. So the Scott the Woz video was really neat because his whole, like, childhood of gaming was basically just SpongeBob games, Nickelodeon games. Like, his first freaking 5 years of gaming are, like, all licensed garbage. And I'm like, damn, like, I feel like it's good that we didn't have any money growing up because that means we had to rent games. Like, I didn't buy a game unless it was a game I really wanted. And I knew it was a game I really wanted because I was able to rent games, like, every week or two. So if I played a game and it was shit, then I didn't want to buy it. And I never bought a game without renting it. Like, it would be a very rare case that I would get a game without renting it. So because of that, ooh, Krabby Cakes. Because of that, I never really bought a whole lot of stinkers unless they were really cheap. Like, I would save those rare opportunities where I could buy games for, like, the good shit. So, like, I look at his childhood and how it's, like, all shovelware, and then I look at mine and I'm like, damn, like, I had a fucking, like, I was a Nintendrone, but I was a Nintendrone with fucking dignity. Anti-Octopus Weapon Blueprints, designer Amosis Schellendorf. Ammo Knights, Booyah Base, First Floor Inkopolis, 1-1. So were these like early like ink weapon designs? Is this the idea? Or do I take those to him and he can build new designs for me? Do. Yeah, that's me just now, except I don't rent. I just take other people's word for it. Nowadays you have video footage though. Yeah, you have a lot more video footage, you have a lot more like easily accessible reviews and like multiple opinions, so you can really get like a feel for like what lines up with what you think. Like, I think it's way easier to sort the crap without having to play things. But still, I think it's important to try that. Like, I'm willing to give things with bad reviews if they look like a game I'd like a chance. And there's one game that gave me that mindset. And that's the original Nier on the PS3. Because I remember I got that game from Rogers Video, back when video stores rented games and sold games. And they had a buy one, get one deal on all of their used games, like under, I think, $20. And I found 2 $10 games, Bionic Commando, the remake for PS3, which is fine. It's not a great game, but it's not a horrible game. It feels half-baked. And they had Nier. And I didn't know what the fuck Nier was. The cover art was not very appealing. It was very grungy looking, very strange looking. Nier is an anime game. It did not have an anime game box art. Like, if you look up the original Nier, it's got like nowadays the what's the name of the fucking Nier director? Shit, his name escapes me, which is a shame because I really respect his work. The Nier franchise is one of my favorite, and this is why, like, the experience I had with this game, the original Nier. But I looked at it and I was like, this is really weird. I don't really feel like this is a game I'd like, but let me look up the reviews. And the review for it from IGN was like a 6 out of 10. But if you actually read the review, it was sort of like, the game's great, but if you do any of the extra content, it's a waste of time and it sucks. And I was like, well, it's just going to work out to me as $5. So for $5, that sounds pretty good. So I bought it, I played it, and became one of my favorite games of all time. Like, I think Nier makes my top 5 without question. And it was a 6 out of 10 game. So I was like floored. I was like, what the fuck? This game is beautifully crafted. Like, the music is gorgeous. The graphics now, for me, I was playing on a standard def TV to start and then switched over to an HD one. And they're not the best graphics for their time. But something about the story, something about... It was like an anime game, but it wasn't written like all of the other anime games I had played up to that point. It didn't have like all of those same tropes. It felt like a more daring, more serious plot, and I really, really got into it. And from that day, like, because that was only a 6 out of 10 game, it made me really, like, I'm always thinking, could this be the next Nier? Like, am I gonna not give it a chance because it has such a low rating? And then, oh, that looks fucking cool. And then find out, oh, this game was actually a masterpiece. People just didn't understand it at the time, or critics didn't understand it. Like, you never really know until you actually get to play it yourself. And I feel like, as long as demos are around, that's great, but I feel like demos are kind of disappearing a bit more. You kind of have Game Pass now as sort of your replacement for rental, but Game Pass is a lot more limited. Now, rentals were limited too. You could only rent what games the store had in stock, and they didn't always have everything in stock. Even if they carried it, it wouldn't mean they'd have it there when you went. I remember one of the biggest examples for me was, I was always interested in Chibi Robo, but to this day I've never played it. And of course nothing stops me today, because I can emulate, and I know how to emulate and all that fun stuff. I don't need to pay fucking $300 for a game I might not like. But back in those days, I couldn't fucking emulate GameCube when Chibi Robo came out, like, while it was still new, on our shitty PC. No fucking way. Nowadays, emulating modern hardware is a lot easier, at least for Nintendo, because Nintendo uses older hardware. But back then, the GameCube was still, dare I use the phrase, cutting edge for its time. Like, to the point where a family computer wasn't going to run it, wasn't going to emulate it. And I don't think Dolphin was around or that far around by that point. And if it was, I didn't know. So Chibi Robert there, he didn't have a very big fan base or a very big demand. It looked very much like a little baby game, and that showed. So I remember on the release date, we went to like 3 different Blockbusters, and none of them had it for rent. Like, they didn't even have it available for rent. So I never got to try that game and never got to play it. And I've heard it's like a cult classic. So it kind of sucks that, like, now it's so expensive, I wouldn't fucking even imagine buying it. I don't have enough of a connection to it to want to have it in my collection like that. And I just, like, with all the games I own, I don't really feel like making time for it right now. But back then, like, that's the example. Like, that could have become, like, a big thing for me. Maybe I would have picked it up and held on to it and had memories of it. But, you know, just because renting did make it easier to try a lot of games, didn't mean everything was accessible. All the big names were accessible. And I kind of feel like Game Pass really is, like, a similar sort of thing like that. Like, a lot of your big name games are available, but a lot of your smaller titles, then again, like, they do get a lot of indies and type stuff like that. I don't know. But there is also the idea that, like, stuff doesn't stay on Game Pass. It might be there 1 month and then it's gone the next. Like, it does really feel like and really PS Plus and Xbox Live Gold are probably more akin to it. Except you have that less, yeah, that's the big difference. You still have the option of choice when it comes to Game Pass, because they have such a wide selection. It really is a great service and feature like that for people who really aren't sure what kind of games they want and don't have a lot of disposable income to play with. But, you know, me being older, having more money, and love for physical ownership of my media, it doesn't really work for me. But I'm glad it's there for people who need to have that sort of experience. I've gone way fucking off topic. Oh, we got another bot. Even then, I hate turn-based games, but I play Pokemon, and I enjoyed KOTOR, despite thinking I'd hate it because of the turn-based thing. I still have to play fucking KOTOR. I don't know if I own them both. I think I might own them both on different platforms. I think I have like one on PS2 and one on Xbox. Growing up, the GameCube was kind of snuffed for a lot of the Star Wars titles. They got the Rogue Squadron games, and that was it. All the other spin-offs, like all the other gaming titles, like gone. Like we didn't get any of those. There we go. Where's the prize on this level? I didn't pass it, did I? Oh, fuck you! Yeah, knowing how to use these grenades has helped a lot. I don't want to complete the level yet. I want to get all the prizes. Oh, there it is. There we go. There's my scroll. Did I kill them all? Is there anything worth getting down there? No? Hey Zephyr, how's it going? It's just me tonight. Lego said, that was me with Katamari. People were giving it a 7 and it's a fucking 9 for me. Yeah, like, Katamari's another one of those ones that... This is fucking upside down. I'm glad Katamari's been getting a lot of, like... They've been doing all these re-releases and stuff, too, so it has a better chance of being more, like, seen by people. I made ramen this morning with leftover chicken and cracked eggs in it. Ooh, that looks good. I made some slow cooker chicken in salsa, and I'm gonna fish it out and have it in like wraps or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all the juice. I got a lot of juice left over. I'm gonna cook something with it though, I think. Yeah, Katamari's awesome. It was one of the first games we streamed. Oh my god, do I really gotta fucking read this? Look at the TV. You know what? No, I got a mod here. I got a mod, the modification. Close TV remote. Okay, now I can turn my fucking controller upside down. Yeah. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Ah, fucking god, motherfucking... It's right side up now. You're holding that upside down. Oh. It's probably now going to be, all right side up. Oh, Agent 1 of the new Squid Beak Splatoon reporting in. Agent 2 also reporting in. We got an SOS from Captain Cuttlefish. Are you Agent 3? Don't worry, we're your new support team. Yep, we're taking over for the captain. Well, we're gonna try. But we've gotta hurry, or the captain's as good as sushi. Oh, did they get him? Let's roll, Agent 3. Did they kidnap? Did they squidnap him, I should say? Was he squidnapped? Wow, I keep doing the last level first, huh? Squid Squad's new album, Fresh Kids, takes their trademark squidcore sound to a whole new level. Critics call it an oral buffet, or as the kids say, buffet, of squidiosyncratic psychedelicacy. Wow, that is a fun word. The perfect theme for any turf war, on sale now. Yeah, that's some nice album art there. What's that? It's not in legible font. That's good. That logo there on their button literally looks like a pig snout made out of someone's cum. But what can I do? Motherfucking Jesse Eisenberg. Put in the time. You gotta put in the time. Let's rescue Captain Cuttlefish and the Great Zapfish. I actually don't have that dictation enabled on my phone. I'm not big on that. I feel like it's gonna come out wrong. But I know it's gotten way better. Like, I know the tech has improved by leagues since back in the day where it was literally unusable. I think I finished Splatoon 2 story mode, but I don't remember. I think I was more into it because the Switch was new at the time. And I know I actually played a bit of Splatoon 2's online because I played it with Nick Cheese. Because both me and Nick Cheese actually had copies of Splatoon 2. But I never did play the Octo expansion, and given my odd fondness for the single player of Splatoon, it's one of those things that, like, I think the only reason I never did it was because I kept thinking, oh, if I wait, they're probably going to do, like, a complete version and have it, like, all packaged in. And they did do that. They did do a complete version of Splatoon, only in Japan. And even though the game was already out for a long time, it only featured Japanese audio. So even if you import it, just Japanese audio, they don't fucking talk in a Nintendo game. Japanese language, like just like text. So even if you do import it, unless you know Japanese, you can't fucking read it. So I was like, oh, that's a shame, because I don't mind paying a little extra to have the full game, especially if it's like a full mode. I know they include it with the Nintendo expansion pass, whatever the fuck they call that. But I don't like to pay more money for online, so I don't have that. I actually bought the Mario Kart DLC a la carte, because I was like, at least then I own it and I'm not tied to a subscription if I ever wanted to play it offline. Not that I couldn't friggin' pirate it, but I'm kind of at the point where I don't like to pirate things if I don't have to, but I'm not against it. Like, there's areas where, yeah, no fucking way am I gonna pay that kind of money. And then there's others where it's like, like, this is something I actually want, I can afford it, and if I don't like it, I can sell it after. Like, because, man, like, as a kid, again, poor, growing up, I remember the Wii, allegedly, 3 allegedlys for legality concerns. My Wii disc drive when I was a kid broke, and I had learned how to mod my Wii pretty early on, and I was amazed, like absolutely floored by how easy it was. I remember one of my buddies at school was like, hey, you know you can just soft mod your Wii and play burnt discs, right? Because he knew I didn't have money and I couldn't buy games as much. And I was like, what? What do you mean soft modded? That can't be. He's like, yeah, you just gotta buy Zelda and load this thing up and you can just play any game you want off of a DVD. And I was like, that's impossible. There's no way it's that easy. It's too good to be true. And then I looked it up and I did it. And I was like, oh, wow. I remember that was how I learned what an FTP server was, or at least the protocol. Because you could turn your Wii into an FTP server that ripped the data from whatever disk you had in it and sent it to your computer. And that would be how I tested it all out, because back in those days, internet was not fast yet. It was not near fast enough to conveniently transfer 4 GB files, and not only that, but torrenting games was still kind of early, to the point where not as many people knew about it. And it was all about downloads, baby. It was all about just download ROMs. So I remember trying to download Wii games. They were like in parts, and you'd have to download like fucking 30 parts to get one game, and it would go at like this insanely slow speed. You could only do one at a time, and if the download got interrupted somehow, and again, I'm on a family internet here at home, allegedly. So it was like not feasible. So I would do the old rent the game, rip it off of my Wii to my laptop, and I built up a nice little library of like digital titles that way. I would still buy games at the time, but I didn't really have the money to buy them like I would like. I was working a part-time job. I had a long-distance relationship with a certain someone who still co-hosts the stream with me to this day, and if it came to buying games or buying plane tickets, my priorities were on buying plane tickets. So, and it was like, wow, I can just freaking download stuff anyway. And then the big freaking death knell to it all was, oof, that was close. My Wii disc drive broke. And even in high school, even though I was a bit technical, I didn't really have like soldering equipment. I had soldering knowledge. I soldered in high school. I took a computer engineering course, but my big fucking sausage hands, they weren't very good for wiring, and to this day I'm awful. Like, I know the ins and outs of soldering, but I don't really do any projects like that for myself because I'm just not good at it. I asked Nick Cheese to do it for me. He's got nice, dainty, delicate fingers, he can do it no problem. But for me, it's like, oof, no thanks, I'm good. But yeah, like, what's the fucking point of all this? What was I saying? Something about piracy? Wow, I fucking lost track of the... I jumped from thing to thing to thing there so much that I don't even remember what the original point of what we were talking about was. And I missed a lot of chat, so I'm just gonna kind of sum it up. What was the game that was like this but with soap? I don't know. That sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. For some reason, this makes me want to play Super Monkey Ball. Floating obstacle course. Yeah, it's sort of like those objects floating around in just big empty areas. I get that. If you want to see some Super Monkey Ball playthrough, check out our horrible Super Monkey Ball adventure stream from way back when. Back on our YouTube channel. Oh my god, that game made me angry. Kind of want to eat nachos, homemade cheese sauce. Oh, Chris is very good at making cheese sauce. So she's extremely, like, I gotta be honest, her cheese sauce is amazing. Fuck titties, please, for FTP server. That's good. Yeah. I just want to try to sum this up. Yeah, Chris is kind of reminiscing with me as well. We weren't playing on dial-up, but it was still really slow. Like there was a point where cable internet was still not quick enough. And also, when we moved up to Ontario, back in the East Coast, there was no such thing as bandwidth with the internet companies there. When we moved up here, suddenly you had bandwidth limits, and by default it was like 20 gigs. And the second you went over 20 gigs, they started charging you by the gigabyte. And it was like $2 per gigabyte. And if you were like downloading a library of Wii games, allegedly, that added up fast, and you might have charged your dad $100 on his internet bill that month, and then paid for unlimited bandwidth afterwards because that only cost 10. Is the big puffy one providing shelter for the little fishy one? Or is the little fishy one manipulating the big puffy one? We may never know. This is some Finding Nemo shit. Yeah, the Shrek fingies. Whenever I think too hard, the sound of people enters my head. Flashback to the old 98 PC and dial-up noise. Yeah, it's a good slow connection sound. I learned a new thing today. If you're trying to fix a typo on your device, you can hold down the spacebar and slide around on the phone. Hold down the spacebar and slide around. I'm gonna have to try that because I have big sausage fingers, as I said. Big fucking sausage fingers! And I'm always relying on predictive text to type. And when my predictive text is inaccurate, oh my god, it's a nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare. We're all the same age, but you all feel so much older because I went straight to modern internet for the first time as recent as 2005. You know what? I don't really remember having dial-up. I think I was too young to really know. Like, I had internet. I remember I used to play a lot of Neopets back in the day. Back in Wii U. Wait, which way do we want to go here? There's multiple routes here now. We can go, like, this way. Where does this take me? Ooh, wait, this is where we came from? This is where we came from. Wait. No, it ain't. There's another ledge down here. With another fucking level on it. Yeah, like, we didn't have internet a lot of the time growing up. And it was like sort of on and off, on and off, on and off. I don't really remember having dial-up because I don't remember the struggles of, oh, you can't use the phone because I'm on the computer, or vice versa. Like, I don't remember that ever being an issue in my life. So I think we were lucky enough to not have to deal with dial-up. Like, maybe my dad was just willing to put the extra money into the internet. Because I feel like my dad was kind of technically smart when he was younger. Like, he always seemed like he knew what he was doing on the computer. Maybe he was just good at looking up porn, I don't know. Thinking about it more realistically now. But I know I used to fuck around a lot with the family computer. That's what got me into IT when I got older, because I was good at figuring out how to fix things. I liked fucking around with things. But dial-up was never really a problem for me. Like, we had slow internet, but not dial-up internet. Like, it was still cable internet. And I think it was that whole idea of, like, we didn't want it interrupting the phone. But yeah, like, and those weren't even the earliest days, like, downloading Wii games. Like, it was just that we went from ROMs being, like, 50 to 100 megabytes, ISOs being, like, maybe, like, 700 megs. You had 4 gigs for PS2, Xbox, but GameCube ones were still, like, 1.2. Not that I had a modded GameCube, so I didn't really experience that. But I think around that point, emulation was starting to get a bit more doable for GameCube. Like, a bit more, depending on the game. Oh, it's the respawn point. Where am I at? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, it's like it wasn't like ancient internet. It wasn't like the worst thing ever, but it wasn't enough to get that job done. But there was something very satisfying about... I see, gotta get him on the ground. About doing my own, like making my own ISOs. Like, it just felt cool. Like up to that point, allegedly, up to that point, these were things that you just downloaded on the internet. You had no idea how people got them. Like a ROM, it was always like, how the fuck did they plug that into the computer? There's no slot to stick the Super Nintendo cartridge in my PC. And as a kid, and not knowing how to look all that kind of stuff up online, it just seemed like the biggest mystery to me. Maybe I should increase my ink capacity now that I'm like using bombs more. I feel like I could use the ability to fire off more than one at a time. That was a cool sound. These guys are a little high up. They're also not really posing me a problem. I'm safe here. Let me read a little chat. I'm an old soul. A coworker that was my dad's age was talking about sex explicitly, and I got all shy and embarrassed. I felt like a virgin compared to all the stuff she talked about. Chris is a delicate flower, says Zephyr. No, just a geek. I don't have time to be a whore. I have to save Zelda. Then Zephyr says, that just makes you a whore for Zelda. Save me, bitch. Nah. Chris is a whore for Midna. Chris is a Twilight princess girl. Chris is a Linkin Park and Evanescence child. She loves her gothic, emo type characters, and Midna is her gothic, emo type princess. I remember I got her a Midna body pillow, which is still somewhere. A Dakimakara for the well-cultured in the audience. Allegedly. Oh, what am I doing up here? What's the point of this area? Is this like a wall? Can I go through here? Maybe later. Oh. Like, I feel like I was supposed to be able to go up there. I don't know. I want to get all the secrets. And there's the secret. Whoa, baby. Oh, fuck. As the squid kids like to say. Oh, I just realized this is all like green and pink. These are all like Splatoon 2 colors. The second splotting. Okay. Next time, just throw the grenade over the fucking wall. Ugh. Oh. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Yo, I didn't know it, but that Hello, My Baby song... so apparently back in those days when that song came out, the phrase hello was not yet part of regular, like, English lexicon. And it was sort of slang, sort of similar to, like, how friggin' lol would have been back when ChatSpeak started. And, which is kind of weird because I still think of that as, like, improper English, whereas hello is, like, very proper to me. Which makes me feel like the next generation is probably just going to see that as like normal. I kind of love how language evolves. It's very interesting. Very interesting how every time language goes to take a step forward and becomes something new, we all hate it if we didn't grow up with it, and we like shit on it and say it's not proper, and that if you use it like that you're wrong. It's a very negative way of thinking, really. Sorry guys, I know the chat's not being read as diligently as usual. I'm doing this thing called gaming, and it's harder for me to... Like, this is one of the big pluses of having 2 people to stream. Beyond just... what do you mean there? Beyond just the fact that it's more fun to bounce off 2 people, bounce off of each other, it is so nice to have someone do the reading. Oh no! I don't have the scroll! Wait, what? Uh-oh, can I die? Oh, I can't die. Oh, shit. I had the scroll. Well, guess we'll get this one some other day, gamers. Guess we'll get it some other day. Yeah, that's the thing when the game does that, where you lose the pickups when you die, and if it's not very visually obvious, like if I saw it float up from my character when I died to remind me, hey, you lost this, I would remember. But I did not remember, so I did not get it, even though I was near it. Oh, well. Let's try to catch up on the chat. Oh, man, I missed a lot. Oh, no, I just missed, like, a page. That's not too much, right, guys? Kristen wanted to wear a Lolita dress to prom. The only emo store in Nova Scotia decided to close. That's unfortunate. And Zephyr saying it makes him want to play paintball. I mean, that's what Splatoon's all kind of based on, right? It's paintball, it's ink. You split on each other with your splats and... Excuse me, and cause pain. There was another route down here. Wei Wu Wei says, salutations. I hope you have a wonderful time with my favorite game. I am having a wonderful time with it, to be honest. When we started the stream, I was really... Oh, fuck. Can I reach that? I was trying to really adjust to using gyro aiming, because I don't do enough of the shoot with the gyro. But at this point now, I feel like I'm adjusted. I feel like I'm doing a lot better, and I'm having a lot of fun. I do really enjoy the Splatoon experience. I was enjoying the multiplayer when I was playing Splatoon 2 as well. I don't think I played as much of Splatoon 1's multiplayer in its heyday. I know it's still online, but I don't know what the player base is like. If I'm not mistaken, 1 actually has better netcode, which I would assume keeps some people around. But what else are we going on here? Something about lambs, something about jizz. Jizz used to mean charming back in the day. Well, Zephyr, depending on who I'm with, jizz can still be pretty charming. Like the way birds walk, that bird's got jizz. Oh, yeah, like Star Wars, they play jizz. The jizz whalers, and they love whaling on jizz. Queer meant odd. I love the word queer. It just feels nice to say. Hey, Chris is leaving again. Yeah, she's got to actually work now. She's got to do what they pay her to do. She does a good job, though. She keeps the patients nice, the rooms nice and clean. Only she did that for my room. Anyway, where are we going next? There's 3 more levels in this area. 3 more mysterious hidden things. I don't think I went down this hole. I feel like I went down this hole. I don't think I went over this way, though. Is there something here? Yeah, there's a whole level right here. Yeah, it seems kind of empty the way they build the levels, but I like it. It's like a simple action game, and then this level actually has proper assets to make it feel like more than just a big empty void, and I eat my own fucking feet as soon as I start speaking. Open mouth, insert balls. Am I right, chat? Yeah, this is pretty cool. Oh, that's friggin' bullshit, eh? Cool. So I guess I want to just sort of stay on this until I get over to that balloon. I almost have enough to upgrade my rate of fire, and then I want to start upgrading my ink capacity. There's something very snappy about, like, being hidden in the ink and then coming out and doing a quick shot. Like, it's very snappy and very satisfying, and I feel like it's one of those games where I don't feel like I have the level of expertise to enjoy it as fully as the controls feel like they could be enjoyed, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel like there is the amount of precision here to be extremely satisfying, and every now and then I get a taste of it, but I'm not quite good enough at it. I had that same sort of feeling when I was going through Sonic Frontiers. I was like, I feel like this one has better control to it, and if I practiced at it, I would get really good, and it would feel super satisfying like the older 3D ones felt to me, because I was a kid and had all the time in the world to play one game. But I don't quite have the experience to get that feeling out of it, and I think that's good. I think that's sort of like, that's the sort of skill ceiling you want in an action game. That, like, you have that sort of distinguishment between, you know, being good enough to beat the game and, like, feeling like you're really good at the game. And I'm just talking about that from this perspective. Like, I know there's the whole multiplayer where you can really, like, show people, okay, I can make you devour all 3 of my testicles because that's how good I am. I grow an extra testicle when I'm fighting you so you can swallow it. But yeah. I just realized my reticle actually changes when I can hit things. That's sort of a key note to realize. I feel very stupid. I feel very stupid, but not stupid enough to feel too bad about it. I want all the points. Come on now. Fuck them. They're gonna come around. They're gonna come around. There we go. I find it funny where sometimes, like, I'm so busy playing the game that I just cannot keep up with the chat. And then when I do finally, like, get around to properly managing it and monitoring it, no one's saying anything. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, I don't expect people to always be saying shit, but it's like, oh yeah, of course, now when I read it, there's nothing. Where are we at here? I think I want to get that balloon and get that key. Oh, fuck! Yeah, not quite good with that speed. That slippery, slippery speed. Oh, I see. This starts moving once I make my appearance. And as long as I'm on the edge, as long as I'm one step closer to the edge, then I won't break. It's like I can wait, or I can just walk over and fuck it up royal. There we go. Now it's like I can wait, or I can skip one ahead. Yeah, I think skipping one ahead is within my skill set. Skipping 2 ahead is definitely possible, but not within my grasp. Check one. What do we got going on here? Smells like octolings. That sounds pretty racist. I got the key. Wait, did I only have to kill 2? Whoa, that actually sounded like the captain. What did he say? I wasn't reading it. I was too busy splatting, as the kids say. We must be near the end, eh? exactly near the end. There were fucking scenes in Deus Ex. That's pretty cool. I mean, God of War, you get to fuck. There was a lot of games back then where you could fuck. It was okay as long as it was implied and you didn't see anything. It's Black Friday every day at the Booyah Base Ultra Mega Hyper Sale. Every day is a doorbuster. If you want to be the freshest squid in Angopolis, you cannot miss this incredible shopportunity. Yeah, those are clothing. Yeah, and those are things you could wear. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I watched a good video the other day. I forget who made the video. Oh, that's nice. I forget who made the video, but oh no, I know what it was. It was Relax-A-Lax. It was on what do you call it when you steal music? Music plagiarism in gaming. And I'm not a very musical person, but I'm very familiar with the concept of music plagiarism in gaming because Kenji Yamamoto, the Dragon Ball composer that notoriously plagiarized a shitload of music, So, but what I hate the most is my favorite tracks from him, to my knowledge, are not plagiarized, which are the Budokai Tenkaichi 3 soundtrack. I absolutely love the Tenkaichi 3 soundtrack, and I never see it referenced whenever people talk about him plagiarizing his music. Now, he could just be plagiarizing fucking songs like indie music or something people just don't know or recognize, but it always kind of annoyed me, and I thought to myself, you know what, people love Doom's soundtrack, and literally, like, every song in Doom is just, like, popular fucking music, like, popular fucking, like, rock, like Metallica and fucking Slayer and all that shit, and no one shits on them. And I never understood, like, where's the line? And it's sort of just like, oh, it's just like kind of whatever the courts decide, or whether or not the people want to press charges. It's sort of like all up in arms, like, it depends on just how it goes. So my question is, okay, that's like what's legally acceptable. So then what is morally acceptable when it comes to that? Like, what is the morally acceptable thing to do? Like, is it okay to enjoy that even though he didn't write it, even though the music is still fucking banging? Like, I've always kind of wondered, like, what's the take there? Because everyone seems to shit on the guy, and say what you will, that Tenkaichi 3 soundtrack is still fucking incredible for me. It's probably kind of like a hot take. And I find, like, after he left, not a lot of the games really captured that same, like, feeling in the soundtrack. I think Xenoverse's soundtrack gets pretty good, but it also never plays, so I never get to enjoy it. And the Fighters had a really good soundtrack, but those were much later. I think we had to deal with, like, a shitty soundtrack. I forget what, I don't even remember the soundtrack for, like, fucking Ultimate Tenkaichi or Battle of Z. I mean, the games kind of got shitty after that point, too. But it's always just something that's kind of bothered me, because some of my favorite video game tracks actually come from that game. There's some bangers, like, probably also in part because I played that so much as a kid, that just really gets stuck in my head. Like, there's one, what is it, like The Power of Scale or something like that, which is like specifically a track for, because they added giant enemies to that game, the track is kind of like specifically for fighting giant enemies, and man, like, it's just a really fucking good track. It really gets my blood pumping, you know? Any secrets here after I pull these all the way out? Nah, don't look like it. It's almost like one of those situations where it's like, yeah, you should at least, like, give, like, credit to the homage, but then, like, the act of doing that is probably going to prevent you from doing that, because then they're going to be like, oh, you fucking stole it. And then I do feel like there's a difference between like plagiarism and inspiration. Because like in this video, he was even showing like a lot of video game songs sound extremely similar to popular music. And it made me really think, like, the question is, what is the morally acceptable point to draw the line? Where is it okay? And it can be awkward, too, if, like, you found it after, like, you heard the fucking plagiarized song before you heard the original, and now it's like, oh, now all your memories that you were resonating with and jamming with there are all bullshit. It's like, nah, it was some fucking pirate that made you think those feelings. It's not his work. Just things that rumble about in my brain. Yeah, like I know a lot. And the funny thing too is all my favorite songs, like, because I didn't really get into Dragon Ball Z games that much until the Wii. Because on the GameCube, I think they only had. Did GameCube only get Budokai? Did it get 1 and 2, or it might have only gotten 2? But I know for a fact, like, for sure, Budokai 2 was the one that I had my experience with. Oh, okay, this does have a little bit of a drop down, huh? Do I need to use this, like, for anything else over there? Do I want to, like... No, this is, like, literally just to bring this ledge over, huh? What's this? Can I keep going? Oh, I see, that's just, like, on the end here. Is that my item that I need? Back and play more of the original Budokai games, and I think a big problem for me is I only own the I remember I bought the Budokai 2 and 3, sorry, not 2, 1 and 3, whatever reason 2's left out, HD collection back when it was fairly new, and I didn't know that they had replaced all the music. But I was very confused because I couldn't recognize the music because I think it reuses Tenkaichi 2's soundtrack, which is fine, but I don't have as fond memories of it, probably because I just didn't play it as much. But I feel like Tenkaichi 3 came out very soon after, too. So I think I went through, like, the story, but all of my time playing in multiplayer was with 3. Deal with this. Was I just supposed to use these to fight? I guess so. Oh well. Are all DBZ games Mortal Kombat Bukkake games? No. No, they're not. A lot of them are, but like not more of the modern ones. I think Fighters is like the only recent one that plays like a traditional fighter. They're mostly like arena fighters. And Tenkaichi, the Tenkaichi series was really cool because at the time, it really felt more like if you were to build an action game out of what you see in Dragon Ball, like this is how it would feel. Because you got like that 3D, like 3-dimensional movement, you've got the flight, you've got the friggin' charging, you can kind of hide in the environment. Like if you're playing it seriously, I feel like it would be a bit more of a different experience, but I don't know how many people actually played it hardcore. It was like a really good Dragon Ball simulator for the time, and unlike the modern day Xenoverse, it didn't have that janky feeling. They eventually followed it up with Raging Blast, which kept that same like mechanic. Most fans of Dragon Ball games tend to be either in the Budokai camp or the Tenkaichi camp. And it sounds weird because Tenkaichi games are actually called Budokai Tenkaichi, but that name was just thrown in there to sell it off of the same series. In Japan, they were called Sparking, I think. But Budokai is 2D. It's like 3D graphics, but in a 2D plane, and I think you can kind of sidestep. Tenkaichi's like full 3D. And then they kept that I mean, you had Ultimate Tenkaichi, which was a totally separate game, and that just sucks. It's like a fucking highly advanced looking rock paper scissors simulator. You had like Battle of Z, which was extremely janky and made as a multiplayer game that you couldn't find anyone to play multiplayer with. And you had Xenoverse, which is a great like simulation, like live in the Dragon Ball world kind of simulation. And it plays sort of like those other 3D Dragon Ball games, but it feels a lot more jank. And then they went back to Fighters, which is your traditional like 2D fighter, but it feels much more like your Street Fighter, your Guilty Gear, your even more so than like the Budokai games did. Where's the Mario Odyssey game? Oh, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot? Because that one's like a big exploration game. It's considered more like an RPG, and I actually need to get around to playing that because I recently watched a video where somebody like was speaking really highly of it for specific like reasons out of being a Dragon Ball fan, and I was like, yeah, I could get into that. Chris wants to make fries supreme. We have everything except the fries. I've only had one meal today. Don't judge me for only talking about food. I've got chicken. Salsa chicken is sitting in the slow cooker. So, I don't know what we want to put it on or do with it. I gotta take the bones out. Before the Great Turf War, there were amicable relations between the Inklings and the Octarians. They couldn't have dreamed that rising sea levels would force them to battle fiercely over the remaining territory. I like that. This is kind of cool. It's like the Octarians were Japanese and the Inklings were more Westerners. It's very interesting lore. Splatoon has some interesting, deep lore. He's got more diarrhea-inducing food. Don't worry. I didn't make it with super spicy hot sauce. I used my medium salsa. My Herdes medium salsa, which is more like a traditional Mexican salsa. But it's not like overly spicy, it's only medium spice. Because I realized the cover of it there, the jar, if you will, the expiry date is September. And I was like, shit, I have to use this within this next month. I'm gonna fucking forget about it. I know me. So I decided just to use it now. I went down there. Is that a level there that I haven't done? Is that a... Yeah, that would be it. And this will be the last level before the boss. Do you never eat bland shit? I like putting a lot of shit in my food. Every day you're shitting profusely, it seems. No, not every day. I think what it is, Lego, is I grew up eating bland shit, but with always the desire to try more foods. And because that desire was not shared across the rest of my family, now that I'm finally out and on my own, I can do a lot more. I have more freedom in what I can cook and what I can eat. And because of that, I do tend to make, I don't really have like traditional American kind of Canadian food quite as often, unless it's like meatloaf maybe. I do like a good meatloaf. But it's not often that I just have like, yeah, like fried meat with potato and carrot. I want to take a break here to look at this warning sign about squids putting stuff in cups and hitting each other in the head, and then this face here. When I first played this game, I was like, is that fucking Sonic? Is that fucking Sonic? Is that his face and his eyes? Is this like a zoom in of Sonic? Now it kind of looks like a clam person. I see it like a clam now. Amazing what time will do to you. Canadians are weebs. Oh, no. We're just weebs. And yeah, this isn't like, this dish I made tonight's not a weeby dish at all. It's literally salsa in a slow cooker with chicken thighs, and I put like some seasonings on the chicken, but I wouldn't call this a weeb dish at all. Far from it. I do enjoy my weeb cooking. Chris actually does more of the weeb cooking. I have a bunch of Asian shit that I kind of just throw together. She actually like looks up proper recipes. It's not often that I do a proper like Japanese recipe. Now that I think about it more, I just kind of buy like the sauces and stuff where I'm like, oh yeah, that'll probably be good. This is a pretty cool level. I like this level. I like this idea of having to be careful. You know, I remember my first stream, these things being kind of harder to find. But I'm doing pretty well with them now. Oh, I see. Yeah, I like these levels where I gotta think about my approach a little more. Mexaboo. Guess so. I don't know if they have like a word for people who love Mexican culture. There is a lot of like culture to be had there. You got like your masked wrestlers and your Days of the Deads. You know, wrestling is something I never really got into. And I feel like my love of Dragon Ball would have, like, I think I would have liked wrestling if I had given it more of a chance. But it's all just like fucking made up stories and shit. Like all of the like people are like, oh, wrestling's fake, and it's like to an extent, like, yeah, it's like all premeditated. Oh fuck! Whoa! Shit! Like all the rivalries and shit are all like meant to drum up the hype, but it's like, yeah, like if you're enjoying it as like a story, some fucking masculine brutality, some testosterone infused goodness. Is he reacting to my... No. Oh, no, come on. You can't fucking see me. I hate this guy. Fuck. Just kind of gotta do it, huh? Oh, hang on. I see. Fuck you. Yayer. 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 I'm sorry, I'll stop making fun of the way the kids talk. I'm a horrible person. Oh. Oh. Can we have steamed rice? Can. I have a lot of leftover juice, so I can even put a little... I don't like to cook... I always have a bad experience when I try to steam rice with a, like when I use the rice cooker and I put a little like spicy in like with the water. Because I usually do pretty well when I do like other... Like if I put like a bit of broth in. A wee bit of broth. Oh no, Discord. In a group that I don't talk to enough? Making noise on my computer? It's more likely than you think. It's more likely than you fucking think. Yeah, usually when I cook... The last time I tried to make, like, spicy rice... Because I remember I tried to make, like, a spicy rice by putting a little bit of hot sauce in with the rice when I steamed it. And oh my god, it turned out way too fucking spicy. So I think what I'll do instead is that I'll cook the rice all normal-like, and then, like, if you want to add a bit of the sauce to the rice, then you can add a bit of it, and that way it doesn't, like, cook and intensify in heat in some ridiculous way that my body can't handle. Stream Rice and Ruin. Oh, I do have that game. Chris was playing it. It seemed pretty good. These two cousins from Calamari County won Inkopolis' first annual youth folk singing contest. Their remarkable voices earned them a standing ovation from all present and catapulted them into the spotlight. I think I know who those two are. I think I recognize those squid children. It's very good, but hard. That's... I can make a euphemism. Let's go fight the boss. I wonder how much of this game is left. Is it just one world? Because it's 11 o'clock. I'm wondering if I should finish this game tonight, or we finish it here at this boss, and then we finish it the next time I do a solo stream. Because I could do another solo stream maybe like Monday or Sunday. I don't know. Drunk Lolly Game, is that Japanese fairy thing? She looks like a kid, but she's not. You made a drunk lolly for fun. Don't deny it, dudes. You know what? It depends. It really depends on the context. It depends on how the character is handled. If they overly sexualize the character, then I feel that sentiment. If they don't overly sexualize the character, and it really is just supposed to be like fucking like myth or what have you, then I'm okay with it. Like, as long as it's not used as an excuse to be like, it's okay, guys, she's legal, technically. At the same time, when it's, like, an animated character, it doesn't, like, bother me that much. Like, I can look past it, but it's, like, a little weird. Like, the older I get, the weirder it is. What the fuck? What the fuck? The Squid Kid is traumatized. This poor child is never going to be the same. Now, I noticed they give you a little hint here. See, this is the monster, and that's a bomb. They're saying don't throw the bombs, which is a hint. You do want to throw the bombs to blow up the teeth. Wow. That was very interesting. Well, can I just restart this level? Like, because if I can do it without dying, I get the page. I get the fucking pagey there. But it's like I'm back at the start anyway, so yeah, it's like I might as well get all 3 lives back. The Ravenous Octo Ma, yeah. Hey, my ma! That ain't my mother! Let's just, like, ink the place up. Like, let's like, get some pre-ink down here. Let's get some pre-ink going. Can I skip this? Nope. And look, the sign's even bigger there to really give me the hint. Now, you guys are scared of doors, reflections, and your own hands, eh? All because I got terrified by the big fish. Oh, is that the trick? What am I... Oh. Did I do it quick enough? Yeah. Cool. Okay, I like this boss. I actually really like the bosses in this game. Like, again, I feel like, given that the single player was not the main focus of this game, they did a really fun job of it. Like, I have a lot of fun playing the single player. Oh, fuck! Oh, son of a bitch, I gotta sit upright. I gotta sit upright. I'm not repeating what you said, Chris. Did I get a checkpoint for, like, 1 hit? Yeah, I think I did. Oh, even if I do that, I can still die? Oh. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright, in. Alright, in. I need a little more practice. So, no matter what, he's gonna come up and get you. Like, as soon as he sees you. Oh, I gotta... How do I go about this? What do I do here? What do I do? I think the issue is I gotta shoot my feet so that I can move smooth. Smooth McMove there. And then... I think the idea is, like, get out of his mouth, just drop a bomb, and escape. Like, just... Or maybe just get out and then throw a bomb back in. Will a bomb blow up quick enough? Or am I just supposed to use the bomb to go down his thrusty to inflict damage? Either way, he goes up and then jump out and then... Okay. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Oh! The teeth don't come back. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. The teeth don't come back between boss phases. So you can take the teeth out and then just get it in the thrusty. Got it. You slam dunk it in there. It doesn't matter about putting down pre-ground because pre-ground is not going to matter. He doesn't care if I pre. Gonna pre. Nice to meet you too, jackass. So he's gonna spawn on me. The idea is I just get out of there. And then he's gonna open his big fucking teeth anyway. You refill and you throw one in. Did I get him? Yeah. I have found the strategy. I am now a pro Octo killer. That doesn't count for much. Don't worry, I know that. Man, I was really smart to upgrade my fucking splatter shot, though. Having that extra rate of fire really, really... Oh, gold teeth, what does that mean? What does that mean? Why has he got gold teeth? Why has he got the gold teeth? They're harder to kill, okay. Literally means absolutely nothing. Because you only need to break 2 of them. And I think you're gonna need a trip to the dentist. Because your teeth are looking a little fucked up. If you know what I mean. I fucking broke them all. I'll take that. And I'll take the eggs. And I'll take the paranoid baby. I went to the bathroom at night. I heard an airplane overhead and I wanted to see it, so I opened a curtain and spooked myself. Yeah, that would happen, yeah. It's because you're not... I can see that because, first of all, it's dark. You're not seeing too well. And second of all, you're not seeing you. You're seeing someone was looking in the window. Like, that's what your brain is identifying first. So you're like, what the fuck? And then it's like, oh, it's just me. Why would a ghost be looking through the window unless it could fly? Dude, this is Spider-Man. Like, someone could just climb up there. There's a reason my balcony door has a lock on it, even though I'm, like, on a high-up floor. Holy mackerel pancakes, Agent 3. You're really good. Yeah, see, the game makes me... I've seen better. Okay, never mind. Keep this up. We'll find the great Zapfish in no time. That's great and all, but don't forget about the captain. Scritchy scratch. Who is this? Yeah, Inkopolis. Ah, it's the final boss. Give us back the great Zapfish, you jerk. And Captain Cuttlefish, we want him back too. Inkopolis is mine, yo. Dude, seriously, get your own radio channel. Agent 3, you gotta do something about this guy, and quick. Well, I'm not gonna do it that quick, because this is where I'm gonna stop streaming for today. And there's some more blueprints, probably, that I can cash in for some kind of prizes. So we'll let the cutscene play out. We've powered up this dangerously daisy-chained power adapter here. This lovely extension bar, power bar, an extension bar of power. We'll go to the. Actually, does it matter if I go to the next area, because I'm gonna have to walk back here from the hub world anyway. We can look at it. There's a lot of boxes. The box world. You like boxes? So do we. Come find one. Oh, that takes me somewhere else. Oh, that's the final boss. Saves, but I need to save 6 more Zapfish. So there's still 6 more levels and a final boss, right? If I look down at the map, yeah, his boss pillars floating around. There's none on this map. So there is 1 world left, and I think, given that Chris is going to be home soon, and she's very tired from working, I think that is where I'm going to stop for today. So, thank you all so much for watching. It's great to have you on board. I know it's a bit of a different format when I'm on my own, but I'm glad you joined me anyway. We will be back next time, likely with some more of those questionable level design Marios, once I have some rewind time set up on Chris's Steam Deck, where I can play them without absolutely having an aneurysm. But until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you when we see you. I'm off this week, and as with every time I'm off, I always say I might do an extra stream, and as with every time I say that, I never do. But I might try to do an extra stream. Chris is working Monday as well. I might try to finish Splatoon up on Monday while she's at work and just get it done, because it's only 6 more levels and a boss, so we could easily like pump that out in an hour, 2-hour stream. Maybe even make it a short one. So yeah, we'll see you next time. Have a great night.